Welcome back to Instant Anime.
Just Add Music.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Sarah.
Thanks for joining us. If this is your first time listening to the podcast, this is the one where Sarah and I listen to a song and then make an anime for it.
That's the one.
What we've done today is listen to the song Sad Girl by Tetsuya Kitani, suggested by Stark.
Hey-o.
And we each came up with separate animes.
Well, don't jinx us.
As if Sad Girl was, oh, that's true, was the theme song of those separate animes. And so we give you the spiel on our animes, and then we come together and combine them into a mega anime, which is when we shave off all the bits and make it one thing instead of two.
Yeah.
And it's great and collaborative, and it's the whole point of the podcast.
It's like braiding together something. Like bread.
Just like, oh yeah, but like when you do the bread and it turns into like a knot loaf or whatever.
Maybe a nice chocolate brioche.
Oh yeah,
Let's aim for that.
That's fun. So we listen to the song and we suggest you do that as well. We provide a link in the description. If you cannot click links on whatever podcatcher, then just search up Sad Girl by Tetsuya Kitani, and hopefully there's a video for you. Just waiting.
Should we ever check that beforehand?
Nope. Because then we'd be tempted to watch the video, and it would cloud our thoughts.
That is true. That's possible.
Like the Force.
Because even you see a thumbnail.
I know.
All right.
I'm just saying, imagery is...
I forgot why we do what we do.
That's
the way we do it.
But again, thanks to Stark for this song suggestion. I think it's been in the pile for a while, but we're just sifting through said pile.
Yeah.
A digital pile.
That's a interesting way of putting that.
I will share my
Jimmy?
idea now.
Please.
And
move away from the pile.
We'll stop touching the pile.
Just go.
All right. Work sucks. We all know this.
I know. Sorry.
But for this office worker, if they only looked into meeting rooms or peeked around corners more often, they would see a strange world that few people are aware even exists.
What?
Beyond the seams of the fabric cubicles lays a vast, technologically and scientifically advanced laboratory that experiments on future technology currently unheard of.
So is it like a guinea pig situation for all these cubicle workers?
Let me get to that.
So sorry.
Part. So, what happens when a simple office worker stumbles upon something they shouldn't have seen?
Uh-oh.
Well, obviously, they're brought into the fold for that day, and their mind is wiped of any strange adventures they went on that day afterwards.
Okay.
The problem is when this specific this protagonist office worker suddenly is piercing the veil almost daily, and the rest of the future tech scientists start to enjoy their company.
Aww.
The next day, it's as if nothing happened, but not for everyone. So it's like Men in Black with the flasher thing.
Okay.
But instead it's like they still know who they are and like that they work at this place, but they don't know that the place they work is actually a cool scientific tech facility.
Okay.
And they just think they're like a copy person. But they get to go on all cool science adventures.
And remember none of it?
And remember none of it. They remember that they went to work, and then they're like, work sucks. I went to work that day. Definitely did. That's it.
You know, I've had days like
Probably
that.
made some copies at some point.
I've definitely had days like that.
See?
What have I been missing?
Well, I don't know. Peek beyond the veil.
Ooh.
You never know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I like that a lot.
Well, thank you.
I like that idea.
It's kind of isekai, like, tangent.
Yes.
In that there is, like,
Yeah.
a different world already existing within the confines of our reality.
You know, the huge.
The standard. The standard anime.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting. Mine is not the same.
That's good.
Should I just go for it? Is there anything else you wanted to...
That's it.
Okay. Well, I really like yours.
Cool.
And for some reason, it is making me think of Dragon Tales.
Yeah, they take a scale to work every day,
Hell yeah.
and there's a
Okay.
Dragonland. Land.
The best. Just the best.
Just waiting in a closet. No, it was like a.
Yeah, it was in like a drawer.
They had like a bay window, and it was like the seat under.
Yeah, nice window seat situation.
I wish upon this scale to take me to where dragons tail.
You know what? I think you're close, but something just seems
Upon
a
this
little.
stone? No, I don't fucking know. They made a wish, and then they.
I
were
wish to fly in a land with
With
fly in a
dragons.
world with dragons apart, something like that.
I wish with all my heart.
Yeah, to fly with dragons in a world apart. I
There you
think
go.
that's it.
Look at us. Oh,
What? Who knew?
the rest of this podcast is in Dragonland.
Rawr.
I have two heads.
Oh,
Live.
excellent.
I think I saw way too much of that show for how old I was.
It was enjoyable. It can't be blamed.
Yeah,
I don't know why it was so great, but it really was.
it was great.
Definitely.
It was sort of anime.
I learned how to spell definitely because of that show. They used it so much.
They said it. It was a catchphrase.
Basically, for the girl, I think.
The pink dragon.
No, I think the human girl
The human girl.
would be like, definitely.
I see.
It
They weren't
doesn't matter.
important to me. It was all about the dragons,
Yeah, the big scary one.
who was
Scared
soft.
of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, look at those.
It's so good.
It was a dragon harem anime the whole time.
Wow, okay. I'm not gonna stand for that. Don't you dare make it a harem. Instead, I'm going to give you my idea.
All right, do it.
A big-mouthed high school guy gets his jaw broken and is transferred to a different school, now with his jaw wired shut. The song to me sounded like a guy breaking the fourth wall a lot and like doing a lot of like narrating.
Oh, like
But also-
raises an eyebrow and looks at the camera.
Yeah, but also like he's really chill because he was a tough guy kind of before this. Now he's just in school and he's like, seriously, this is this.
Okay.
But it's funny that I got like the fourth wall breaking and you got the seams breaking.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
Yeah.
the guy is really smart, and without his big mouth getting him in trouble, he's able to get in with a good group of kids who assume he's a good guy and not a troublemaker. That's the majority of the show. But finally, he gets unwired. I don't know what you call that when you're not hinged anymore, or hinged.
Unhinged.
Unhinged.
He becomes unhinged.
He has his wires removed. Sounds weird.
His jaw becomes fixed.
Yes, when he's healed. There we go. He's healed just as an old enemy comes back into the picture. Has he learned to finally keep his mouth shut, or will he end up wired again?
I will call this show The Wire.
It's perfect. Done.
It's almost as if it's already a show.
Yeah, I maybe realized as I was going that it's a little Psyche K-ish.
Oh, yeah.
Where, like, he's
He
not
has
actually
secret
talking.
powers.
I mean, I didn't have that part of it, but just he's, like, not talking to anyone except he's talking to the audience.
I see.
And, yeah.
Yeah, but yours is a cool, like, different way of achieving that.
Yes.
I like it.
And he's just, like, mad because all he can have are, like, weird smoothies and stuff, but everyone just assumes, like, oh, he's so healthy.
He loves green smoothies.
That's so
and-
cool. Wow, you're so
Milkshakes
athletic. You're so strong.
for
It must
dessert?
be because you're, on the baseball team or whatever, but it's because he was a tough guy. Big
You
mouth,
combined Psyche
troublemaker.
K talking to the audience with the previously
Oh, yeah. The
delinquent
Mhm.
character.
No mullet, though.
No.
We don't need that.
Less motorcycles?
But yeah, I was picturing he was mouthy. Like, he was really smart and just
I gotcha.
one of those
a smart ass.
Yeah.
One you want to kick.
Yes.
Cool.
I feel like it's a common thing. People are not challenged enough and they
break
start
his
acting
jaw.
out. So he just says something to the wrong person, gets his jaw broken. Little Fresh Prince of Bel-Air gets shipped off somewhere
His
else.
grandma
Yeah.
says, go home. No. Go
You're living with your aunt
Yo
and
homes
uncle.
to Bel Air.
There you go. Thanks, Granny.
Why'd you say that,
Perfect.
Granny?
She's
Yeah.
cool.
Smell you later.
Oh my gosh.
Look to my kingdom. Okay.
Sit on my throne is the Prince of Bel-Air. I don't know the second. I know there's more lyrics, but I don't know the second verse.
There's a lot more. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's like a full song.
Yeah, I don't.
Big Willie Styles gets deep in his Philadelphia love and whatever. I don't know.
You lost me, but that's okay.
Big
Because
Willie
this
Styles?
is a podcast
Yes, we
about our animes.
Are going to now combine
Animes?
hidden work secrets with wired shut mouth boy.
Yeah.
Antagonist becomes protagonist. Delinquent is actually cool when they can't be mouthy.
Yeah. Always been a smart person, and when they can't get themselves in trouble, they do really well.
That's good. I like it. I do like your idea. It's fun.
Thank you.
I do like it a lot.
I wanted it to be funny.
It's good. How do you want to combine
Good question.
mysterious future tech, unbeknownst to main character, with breaking the fourth wall, being snarky and funny, but sharing it with not sharing that quick wit?
My first thought, I don't want to ruin yours. Maybe it should be its own. However, I'm going to. Hear me out. Perhaps your main character who gets wiped each day
Like a
That
baby.
sounds terrible. Who, their memory is wiped.
Yes.
Nothing else necessarily.
And the bum.
When that happens, like, everything's forgotten by everyone. However, the character somehow manages to hurt themselves, gets their jaw wired shut, and because they can't speak, people assume that the memory has been wiped, but it hasn't. And they just are just like, what is going on? But they can't say anything because they're, you know.
And they write, hey, my memory wasn't wiped.
Well, I have a feeling they might want to keep
that
up
a
the
secret.
ruse and see what's going on.
I see that. That could work.
It's the first thing that I could see.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. I'm wondering, is it jaw wired shut in an office environment, or is it mind wiped daily in a school environment with a mix of both?
Oh, I suppose that could be.
I don't know, because the mind wipe in a school environment doesn't make sense with the jaw thing, because
And you're at
like
school. You're supposed to learn stuff.
yeah, it's like a double whammy.
That's not gonna
You
be-
don't need that to happen. I think the core of mine is that there is like another world.
You just have to be careful enough to look at it and find it.
Yeah,
and-
if you find it and people find out that you know, then you are suddenly unaware. Where your core idea is like,
Forced silence leads to better choices in life.
yeah, where when you can't run your mouth all the time,
Darn.
when that's what you did to get in trouble, then suddenly you're not getting in trouble as much. And I like that character a lot, and I want them to thrive.
You want some snark?
Yeah, I love the snark.
That's what I was feeling.
So I'm wondering, I'm trying to build your idea off into something, but I think it might be that kind of wired shut, not wired shut, it sounds weird. Their jaw, they break their jaw and are unable to speak.
Yeah.
And so they can't speak and talk, and it is not revealed that they were privy to future technology.
I don't know.
It just doesn't seem. It would. If anything, it would be like the scientists would doubly memory wipe them and
Yeah.
be like, you super broke your jaw by something. But that's the thing. It could be different ailments happen through the different strange adventures they go on.
Okay.
And at one point, they do break their jaw, and it allows the group of scientists who are now starting to like this person to not mind wipe them and bring them further into the fold. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because my whole thing was leading to, like, eventually maybe the scientists hire this office worker as a full-time adventurer.
No, I'm
part,
thinking maybe
future part person.
we get rid of the jaw being wired shut.
Okay.
And it's more just like they got in trouble somehow. Maybe they're interning and their uncle is in charge of the company or something and they get a job.
Okay.
Rather than going for like community service or something, they've networked, they know somebody, and to get them on the right path.
Gotcha. And they don't like this uncle, but it's like a favor is being done.
And that would make sense for the whole like copier thing. That's very like low level, entry level intern kind of stuff.
That makes
Sorry,
sense.
interns. But
We pay them.
I know, we're good, but in this one, they're not. So
It's a standard intern.
it could be troublemaker minus the jaw, although that could be there. Like they arrive because their jaw's broken, they already can't talk.
That could be it.
But if we have a troublemaker who's transported to this company to be better, do better, whatever,
Yeah.
and then
Get them off the streets, basically.
they maybe because they recently had, I don't know, like a concussion or something, they think they're just seeing stuff, but it's actually this other world. They're like, oh my God, I need to go back to the doctor. Like, I gotta lie down. I'm seeing weird stuff.
I like that. So that's the introduction to them to this interesting company that they think is just a, boring office
Yeah.
environment.
And they don't have to have the jaw wired thing, but
I think
Just
that
the
could help.
troublemaker being reformed in this way.
I think most of the show they don't have their mouth wired shut, but I think the intro is this. They fucked up real bad enough that they had a surgery to like fix their jaw. It
So
was
maybe-
like the final straw for their parents or whoever to send them to this new place.
Maybe like the first week they're at the job, the wire's still in the jaw. They still can't speak.
Yeah.
And there's some sort of thing with the hidden world, maybe a like voice activated thing. They say something and it's like hypnosis or something. They're able to forget, maybe one of the scientist people who pretends to be someone else is like, have a good night, Gary. And Gary says like, thanks, I will. And when they say that, like their brain is wiped.
Okay.
Like it could be a
but it's
hypnosis-y thing.
It's like a 2-person job or whatever.
It's just an idea that if jaw wired shut can't complete that, then they don't get wiped starting from the beginning.
Yeah.
And then they already know about it. So they're like, wait, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's a little too weird, but...
I don't know if it's necessary. I think...
Or we could keep it that they just get their mind wiped each day,
Yeah.
like in yours.
I think a mix... I want a mix of something. Like, I do want them to miss the wipe one day. And they're suddenly, like, again, privy to all this weird stuff, but they can't talk to anybody about it, so no one believes them anyways. And then the next day, someone's like, hey, we missed this guy's mind wipe. Do you want to send a recon team out to wipe anyone he may have had
Because
contact with?
He's an intern, or she. They're an intern.
Yeah.
They weren't put through the proper channels, quote unquote. Maybe they don't have an ID yet. They're just like being shoved
Yeah, I don't have
in
the badge.
because they know the head honcho. So they're just in. Basically, the scientists don't know there's a new person.
Exactly.
I like that.
Like
better.
whoever is in charge of the like
onboarding process.
debriefing, onboarding, just
didn't.
gets missed.
Yeah.
So they're doing all this kind of weird shit right off the bat. Mm-hmm. And they're like, wait, are you new? What are you...
Wait a minute. And then jaw wired shut, at least for a little while.
Yeah, they're like, I'm supposed to be here.
Smoothie.
Yeah, I like that. That's
makes
funny.
more sense.
I like that. And then there's a progression to no more wired shut. Mm-hmm. Character just is the snarky...
Has healed,
Yes.
but has learned maybe I shouldn't say those things.
Yeah, I think the eye-opening experience, mouth-closing experience...
Yes.
is
Exactly.
how they kind of keep their job, because the pay is amazing.
Yeah, somehow
Yeah, even at entry level, 10 years experience.
they're just making weird copies every time, but
Yeah.
they know somebody.
Yeah. And I think it further reinforces that they know someone higher up, in that when it is finally found out that like they weren't onboarded correctly and they are wiped, they're kind of like debriefed again, like, yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's when it would be like, wow, even though we like wiped your brain, you're still really flourishing here. Maybe we should hire them on
Yeah.
as like the research side rather than the experiment
But
side.
that's like way down the line,
Yeah.
where they're just like rising through the ranks slowly but surely.
And it's like maybe the troublemaker, has dream deja vu kind of feelings when it's like, wait a minute, I feel like I've done this before, but it's
Yeah.
something so weird. They're like, oh, I must have just had a weird dream.
Kinda
Again,
like-
got hit in the head. I've been having weird dreams.
Like a flashback-esque where they look down a hallway and then you see like a tentacle monster like come out of a space locked door, but there's no space locked door or anything, and they're like,
wait a minute.
it's just no.
I gotta sleep more. I gotta.
Yeah. But it's like they totally did see this.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
Cool.
So we could easily define, we have the main character being kind of a guinea pig,
Yeah.
but is like really good because they have been like really physical in the past.
Exactly.
So they are intelligent, and, you know, they just kind of are like all around a good
Yeah.
test subject,
Yeah.
for lack of a better
Triple threat.
term. Yeah. We could have like a main scientist
Yeah.
or like a small team, like 2 or 3, that is really like rooting for this guy, really trying. Maybe one's like, let's push him to his limits, and the other ones are like, no, let's not.
Yeah.
Jaw's already been wired shut. How are you going to explain more stuff?
Yeah.
And
That's good. I like that. There's the administrative team that includes the higher up who, you know, is family member or something like that. And they're just all kind of buddy with this person, even though they're just new and we're an asshole.
so if the family member is in on this, is their memory wiped, or are they on the side
I think they're on the side that doesn't.
knows?
Yeah.
So they could even slip up and mention stuff
Definitely.
that would
That's
make the flashes
That's what I'm
happen.
thinking.
Perfect.
Is because of this connection, they are more frequently brought back into the fold when they're not supposed to be. Mm-hmm. And so that's how they keep getting brought into adventures.
a nice Sunday night dinner with the family, and
Yeah.
hey, you remember when? Never mind, that didn't happen.
None of this happened. That doesn't exist yet. That kind of technology isn't something.
And that family member is not as technical, like the
Yeah,
sciencey
they're kinda
part,
like
so
salesy.
Ooh, we're gonna have to like get that out of your head tomorrow when we go into
Yeah.
work. Remind me.
Yeah.
It's just like, what are you talking about?
I like it's kind of like a give and take with the administrative people trying to make profit or whatever out of these technologies and scientific advances, but then the scientists are like, these are not ready for
yeah.
humans.
We should not have some sort of trial.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of like medical trial stuff.
Yeah, there was that show. It was a live action. It didn't last very long. It was like big technical corp, and all the funny scientists were. It had the blonde lady from.
Oh, Better Off Ted?
Yeah, reminds me of Better Off Ted.
Yes. I liked that show for the most part.
I thought it was a good show. I didn't watch a lot of it,
Yeah.
but I knew it was kind. It was
I feel
very
like there was
quirky.
a reason we stopped
I
watching
never watched it with you.
Really? I thought you and I watched like an episode.
I don't think so.
Okay,
Unless it
that
was on
would have been a
Netflix at
long
some
time
point.
ago.
Yeah, maybe.
We've known each other a while now.
Yeah. No, but it's reminding me of that kind of Stark White thing where you have
Yes, very like clinical trial.
yeah, and you have like the CEO who's like, fucking sell this shit. This
Yes.
is important. And then the
The scientists are like, this is not.
wacky scientists. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a good dynamic.
Yeah.
We should borrow a little bit from that.
Yeah. Because that was a great show.
Mm-hmm.
If I can remember correctly. It was very funny.
Yeah.
Just didn't I think it was in the period of time where like everything was getting a season and then getting canceled or
Yeah.
writer's strike or something like that.
Oh, I remember that.
lot
That
of stuff
screwed up
that
a lot of things, the
Didn't
writer's
last
strike.
through the writer's strike. Yeah.
Huh, we should pay people more.
Yeah, generally.
Yeah.
And the interns are gone. They're gone.
Well, we sent them out for a paid lunch. Hey.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Dang. I'm like emptying my empty pockets.
Yeah. Moth flutters out.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's lunch money for you.
What are you gonna do?
Did they just steal my lunch money?
No.
Interns are bullies.
They are young. They are younger than us with their big mouths.
We should
and
wire their mouths shut.
strong arms. Yeah. Okay. I feel good about this idea.
I agree. I'm right there with you.
We already kind of figured out how we want it to go. Eventually, they join the research team.
But it's like the core of the show is them just like doing weird future shit.
So you mentioned like tentacle monster space lock. Is that like a VR thing, or are they like teleported to a place where there's like this tentacle monster?
I don't know.
and they're supposed to like figure out, oh, can humans figure out like this escape room type puzzle? That would be really funny, actually, if they had an escape room, but the people
It's
in
like
it
filled
didn't
with
know that it was
literal
like
alien
just
technology.
a game.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh no, we're really gonna die. And they're like, should we have warned them? And then the sales one's like, this is realistic. We want this.
I think that's part of the fun. Yeah.
That would be funny.
Is you have these actual scientific advancements, and then you also have the entertainment division that is using them for like full immersive VR
Yeah.
escape rooms.
It's like, well, just give them it and see if they can figure out what to do with it.
Yeah.
I know it's high tech.
It's totally safe.
They can't do anything, right? Well, depends.
Yeah, that'd be good. I like that.
So each episode is kind of like a different adventure.
Definitely. 100%. That's the serial nature of this show.
Perfect.
It's what brings you back. You could drop in on any episode because of the possible mind wipe that day, maybe not mind wipe that day.
Yeah.
So you have the overarching theme that's kind of like a sine wave in terms of like how long they go before they get
And like
mind wiped
how
again.
suspicious they get.
And then it's like the scientists play a little give and take, and they bring them further into the fold, and then somebody else up top is like, fucking shut it down, and they're like, phew, and then
Yeah.
they're back at kind
And
of
then
level 1 intern.
when we get canceled, we already have the episode where the main character is accepted onto the research team and they hire a new intern to screw with.
Oh, that's perfect.
And that's how the show ends.
There you go.
Done and done.
That's amazing.
All right.
That's so good.
Cool. We can just have that on the back burner, toss it out whenever.
That's the thing. It's like made super early on.
Made to be canceled.
Just like Better Off Dead.
Yep, just like it.
I don't think that one had like a finale though, so
I
to
don't
speak.
think
I think
so.
that one just got
Done.
dead.
God done.
It got Better Off Dead.
Yeah.
Ted dead. Do you want to think of title words then?
I think so.
I think we're there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's think
Okay.
of title words. I think it would be delinquency,
Okay, so like
maybe
troublemakery.
troublemakery, and science word.
We could do like science-y, experimenty.
Let's do that.
Let's start
Yeah,
there.
guinea piggy.
Guinea piggy.
All right, you want to do a troublemaker word first or a science trials word first?
I can be a troublemaker.
I will science. 3, 2, 1. Coded.
Defiant. Coded.
Defiant's cool. Is that in that book series? That's now a movie series. Divergent. Never mind.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I'll do
Yeah,
a
switch.
switcheroo. 3, 2, 1. Caught.
hypothesis.
Ah.
Which I thought of, I know we said not necessarily hypnosis, but hypno-hypothesis sounded really kind of cool. So I wanted to throw that in there.
That's fun. Or, hear me out.
Oh,
Hypnothesis.
how about hypno? Thanks.
uh,
I
Yeah.
burned you in a very witty way.
yeah. I also had blinded by science
Of
as
course.
a title, or silenced by science.
Ugh, that sounds terrible.
Just then, like, you died and are silenced by it, but blinded by science is funny.
Yeah.
And my caught was like caught in the act is like how you get shoved off to, juvenile hall, like whatever.
Gotcha. There's also a Australian drag queen. Her name's Courtney Act, and when you say it with the Australian accent, it sounds like Caught in the Act.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
anyway,
fun.
she was on Drag Race. Continue. You
That's
have
all
more
I got.
ideas? Oh,
No,
okay.
that was it.
Yeah, I just had the one.
Caught in the act.
Yeah,
That's funny.
it's good, right?
That's really good.
She's really popular. Anyhow.
Yeah. Coded is my science word. I just wanted the C word. The other word
You
word
wanna
the other word
reword
that
that?
came into mind was cauterized.
Oh
I was like, nah, that's
no,
not good.
that's grody.
It's not good at all. You're feeling anything in particular?
I mean, I'm proud of Hypno Hypothesis.
It's not the title, but it is good.
I see how it is. All right, the Humanity Hypothesis.
Go on.
Well, it's supposed to be about how people react to all this weird, crazy stuff. Maybe it is from an alien situation. So humanity being like humans, people in that sense, testing this crazy stuff on the human population.
So it's not like, why do males of age range 20 to 38 react this way? It's like, why does human
I mean, it could be anything, but you mentioned like futuristic technology. If it is like an alien thing, then it wouldn't be like human technology.
That could be cool.
Or it could be like AI designed it or something.
Because then it could be even above the scientists and upper echelons of the company are aliens
Okay.
who have power to mind wipe even the scientists and other stuff.
Oh, that's
so it could like
okay.
go up higher levels.
That's a lot. Or it could be AI. Some like hardcore futuristic
super
AI.
tech, supercomputers.
They've created some stuff that humans haven't been able to invent, and now we're like, hey, can humans even figure out the stuff these computers have built?
I like that.
If you want it to be less alien.
I like the humanity hypothesis, because there's something about like AI or something not understanding humanity, and you know, like the concepts that we give ourselves
Yeah.
are like beyond its fathomable
Like it
existence.
won't do harm to humans because that's what, you know, the whole
Yeah,
test and whatnot's about. The rules. Whose laws are those?
it's like the laws of robotics or something.
Yeah, so like it's not necessarily bad, but maybe an AI doesn't realize, oh, the human could accidentally do this stupid thing with it.
Yeah. I like that. I like the humanity hypothesis.
Okay.
It
makes me think of the Stanley experiment a little bit.
Stanley Parable.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. I think I like it a lot. Because then it sort of is like, at some point, the AI at the top acknowledges that this
Young
new young
person?
this troublemaker
This
coming
young
in,
buck.
whippersnapper, is actually like the ideal test subject in that they've created like erroneous data points or whatever. They're always the outlier,
because
basically.
otherwise it was people that would work in the office setting.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, X kind of office,
Yeah.
so it attracts X kind of people.
Yeah. And it also it sets up this whole thing of like the AI having this basically program from the beginning as a way to get this person or a person of this caliber to test, basically.
Yeah,
I like it.
cool.
Feels kind of portal-y now, too.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. It's cool.
I'm not too upset by that.
No.
Still funny.
It's a well-written game.
Still very funny.
Well-written sequel of a game, too.
Do we still have the fourth wall narration thing? I didn't even ask about that.
I think yes.
Or is it
but
more
it's sort
the
of
world
like
breaking and it's just narrating, not fourth wall breaking?
I think it's a little bit of both, but all the characters tend to do it in that they kind of are not fourth wall breaking talking to us, but they're fourth wall breaking talking to the AI, like submitting their reports, basically. And so they're talking to a person outside of
And instead of
their
Hal, we name
known.
it Gal or something.
Yeah. There you go. Danger, Will Robinson. Wait, that's different.
I think that might be a little different.
Yeah. But yeah, are you good with the humanity hypothesis?
Yeah, I think so. If you're sure that hypno hypothesis isn't going to fly.
I'm taking it off the table.
All right, let it stand.
You outdid yourself with the humanity hypothesis.
All
It's
right.
good.
It makes it sound way more lofty.
It's cool. I like it. It gives it that sort of like company. There's a fancy
I think it
company
would
after this.
allow for the first few moments or episodes in the company to be like really kind of sci-fi and kind of scary, and it's like dark and oh my god, what's going on? This is terrifying. And then it slowly breaks away to being funnier.
Yeah. I think the point of the escape room being all like immersive VR and no one actually being in danger.
But we don't know that.
Yeah.
Until we cut to the people like, oh, see, they could have just done, do you see what they're
missing
doing?
so many clues.
Oh, he sat on it. Now he's never going to find it. He's crying. He is crying. How is this helpful? They're
Breaking
running
the
out of time.
circuitry with the tears.
Yeah, we should have waterproofed that. Oh my gosh.
It's good.
See, I really
But then they're like, great data though.
yeah.
This is fantastic
You know,
data.
this was a good day.
This is
These
good.
idiots gave us a lot. Something like that
Yeah.
kind of a thing.
Totally.
Where it seems really scary. That might actually be kind of a fun, what do you call it, like cold open? Someone like frantic thinking they're going to die in like this space tube or something. And
That
then
sounds great.
we cut away and they're just like,
Yeah.
they missed. I thought that would be more obvious.
Yeah, it'd be like a long section of the first episode is like this horrifying sort of like space thing, and you're like, what the hell is happening?
What is this humanity? Oh my god, this sounds terrible.
Yeah. And then they're
What
like,
is this horror?
man, it's a good day.
Yeah.
Got a lot of tweaks. Mm-hmm. I like it. It's good.
I think that'd be
I'm
funny.
a fan.
Cool.
I'd watch the show.
Of the humanity hypothesis.
Humanity Hypothesis. I love it.
Cool.
Who would you want to be in the Humanity Hypothesis?
Maybe just one of the test people / coworkers.
Errant test subject.
Yeah.
Number 34.
Maybe in real life, I'm a big animal lover. Maybe if there's any sort of animal in the test, I just like go to it and like pet it. And they're like,
It's Pet the Exploding Kitten again. Damn it.
we really should change that, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Just something like that.
That's fine.
I would fall trope repeatedly.
Yeah.
Nice doggy.
Yeah. Well, you're mind wiped.
Yeah.
I like that too. I would be just a dumb test subject.
We'd have this in common.
I would constantly, like, instead of opening doors, I would try and walk through the door. He's like, doesn't understand the door.
Well, if it doesn't have a door, if it's one that you think maybe is motion
Yeah.
censored, you're
Well, it's
like
like the
waving
sci-fi
at it
one
and
where you,
like
hand
jump
the
in.
hand
And,
pad.
yeah.
I just don't get it.
And you like give it a fist bump.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, germs. I don't want that.
Yeah.
Try and open it with your elbow.
Yeah. I get toilet paper. Yeah, I like that. That's fun.
Cool.
We've done it. We've made the anime.
Yes, we have.
We are in it.
We are.
I don't have any names today.
Yeah. I'm not really
We
either.
could get Portia de Rossi in
She kind of retired from acting.
voice acting, though.
I don't know.
All right. Either way, that's the podcast.
Yes.
Instant Anime.
Just add music.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Sarah.
Wow, we
Woo.
did it. If you want to follow us on social media, we have a Twitter. It's at Instant Anime Pod, and that's where we post GIFs and tease upcoming episodes, and also cursed stuff
Yeah.
in a good
Anything
way.
we need to share.
And if you have any questions for us and just want to chat, that's where we are on Twitter. Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, we have our website, instantannie.me. It's our website. It's where we host. It has all of our episodes. It has all the descriptions with clickable links in case you need those, just in case they're not in your podcatcher. However, there are a number of podcatchers in the sidebar as well. And in addition to that, we have our merch and our Spotify playlist if you want to listen to songs that we have used in episodes to make our podcast work. It's a pretty good combo of songs there. It's pretty fun. We also are available to listen to on Spotify.
Yeah.
And finally, if you, like Stark, would like to make a suggestion, our form is both pinned on Twitter as well as in the sidebar. We
Yeah.
encourage you to throw us a song that you want us to animify.
Suggest.instantannie.me.
Yeah, we do have special pathways for that stuff.
Again, thanks to Stark, our devoted listener
Sad
and suggestee.
That's not this song. Talking about the sad girl.
I mean, it is called Sad Girl. It's a little different, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks so much for the song. If you have the time to leave a review on your favorite podcatcher of choice, that'd be amazing. Review or rating, because you can do both, or either,
Or neither.
or neither.
I mean, no pressure.
But yeah, if you have the time and the patience,
And the will.
and the will, and the way, and the willow, and the will and the wisps.
Yes.
That's my favorite fantasy band,
Will and the Wisps.
Will and the Wisps.
Was that from something?
Yeah, we came up with it.
Yeah.
Or somebody else came up with it.
I'm going to say we did.
But it was in my campaign.
Yeah.
That's the podcast. Thanks for listening. Bye.